The most common mistakes that people make when they are applying sunscreen for their sun protection is that they don't check the expiry date, they don't apply enough of it, and they forget that they need to put on the sunscreen 20 minutes before they go outside. And we know that if you don't put enough of the sunscreen on, you dramatically decrease that sun protection factor that you think you're getting from your sunscreen. Now, sunscreens are tested to a specific concentration as a minimum on your skin. What that basically translates into is at least a teaspoon for the whole of your face, ears and your neck, at least a teaspoon each for each arm, each leg, and at least a teaspoon or two even for the body when it's a broader surface area. But that's for each application, and that means you have to do that same amount when you reapply as well. When we're applying sunscreen is because we're going outdoors usually to go and do an activity. And that might be going to the beach, playing cricket, even a barbecue with your friends. But that means that you're active, you're sweating. And sweat's a very destructive component to sunscreen, and so too is swimming. It's really important to remember to apply sunscreen 20 minutes before you go outside, so it has the chance to settle into that top layer of the skin called the epidermis. All too often, if you don't apply it before you go out and you do it when you're outside, it's much more likely to rub off, but also won't have that sun protection that you think you're getting from it. The vast majority of Australians don't actually check the expiry date on their sunscreen. The reason there's an expiry date there is because it can't be guaranteed in terms of its sun protection factor after that date. And that's also because it's probably been around for a long time, exposed to air, and the contents within sunscreens can oxidize to some degree. Also, you may not have been storing it properly. You've got to store it under 30 degrees Celsius. So whilst it's convenient to leave the sunscreen in the car for the whole of the summer, we know that cars will get up to at least 70 degrees Celsius in the hot sun, which will easily bake that sunscreen, and it will lose effectiveness over that summer period. In Australia, we're lucky we have a lot of different brands and lots of different types of sunscreens we can choose from. If they're sold in Australia and have on their labelling that they meet the Australian standards, it means they're reaching some of the highest standards when it comes to sunscreens in the world. People forget that sunscreens are only part of the protection regime that we need to use when we go out in the Australian sun. Sunscreens are very useful, very efficient, and they're also very easy to use. But we have to put that together with wearing broad brim hats, sunglasses, and also long sleeves and long pants, and avoiding the sun in the middle of the day.